Geometry, sorry, this is Miss Mullins with another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we're looking at our quiz review from lesson 7.4 and 7.5 on page 410. Let's go ahead and get started. The first one we see here is going to be classified as a rhombus, just because we have all congruent sides. Number 17 can be a parallelogram, because we have two pairs of parallel sides. And then number 18 can be classified as a square. We have four right angles and four congruent sides. Okay. For number 19, find the lengths of the diagonals of the rectangle when w, x, y, z. So if you draw yourself a rectangle, w, x, y, z, and it says wy is negative 2x plus 34 and xz is 3x minus 26. When we have diagonals in a rectangle, they should be equal. So I'm going to take negative 2x plus 34, set it equal to 3x minus 26. I'm going to put all of my x's over here to the right and all my constants to the left. I'm going to get 60 equals 5x, so x is equal to 12. Plug it right back into one of those. I'm going to use 3 times 12, which is 36, minus 26 gives me 10. For the next one, decide whether JKLM with vertices 5, 8, 9, 6, 7, 2, and 3, 4 is a rectangle, rhombus, or square. Give names that apply. For this one, you can draw it on a coordinate plane. What I did is you could also just sketch JKLM and have 5, 8, 9, 6, 7, 2, and 3, 4 for all of your coordinates. And in order to know if this is a rectangle, rhombus, or a square, you gotta find the distance for all of your lengths of your sides and see if they are perpendicular or not. Okay, so what we would look for then is first the distance between each of the segments. So I did your x's, so 9 minus 5 squared plus 6 minus 8 squared. That'll be 4 squared plus negative 2 squared. So I'm going to get 16 plus 4, which is the square root of 20. For this one, I'm also going to get 2 squared and 4 squared, so that'll still be the square root of 20. For m to l, I would also get the square root of 20 because I'm going to get a difference of 2 and 4 for my, or 4 and 2 for my x and my y. And then for jm, I'm also going to get the square root of 20. Okay, so right now they have all the same distance, so right now maybe we can say rhombus because we have 4 congruent sides. But then we want to see what about their angles, so we talk about their slope. So let's look at the slope for JM. So JM slope is change in y over change in x. That'd be 8 minus 4 over 5 minus 3, that's 2. Then we do slope of ML. ML would be change in y, 4 minus 2 is 2, 3 minus 7 is 4. That's 1/2. But it would be a negative 1/2 because you would do 3 minus 7. So right now it's showing me perpendicular for JM and ML. KL slope, 6 minus 2 is 4, 9 minus 7 is 2. So that slope is 2, so they're parallel with JM. And then JK slope, 8 minus 6 is 2, 5 minus 9 is negative 4. I'm still getting that negative 1/2, okay? So I'm showing parallel sides because I have two pairs of the same slope, and I'm showing perpendicular slopes, opposite reciprocals. So now I can probably even say this is a rectangle because of perpendicular slopes. But the best way to maybe say this would be a square because I now have perpendicular slopes, two pairs of parallel sides, and 4 congruent sides. Okay. Next up, 21. Find the measure of each angle on the isosceles trapezoid WXYZ. Well, since it's isosceles, I know that 58 degrees should also be angle Z. When I'm thinking about this though, since it's a 4-sided figure, that's equal to 360 degrees. So I'm going to subtract 360 minus my 258s, or 116. I'm left with 244. And then 244 cut in half for W and X, you're going to give me 122 degrees. So for angle W and angle X, 122, and then angle Z and angle Y are 58 degrees. Okay. 22, find the length of the midsegment. What we do here is we just add our two bases together and then divide by 2. We're going to get 26. We're skipping over number 23. This one I don't have for you on your quiz. You're just going to be able to find a midsegment from the shape already given to you, not trying to graph it. Okay, but you can still do it the same way. Find your bases, add them together, divide by 2 to find your midsegment. For number 24, this kite has measures of 7x, 65, 85, and 105. Find the value of x. If a kite is a 4-sided figure, that means all of these should be equal to 360. So I would combine all my numbers first. So 7x plus 255 equals 360, or 7x equals 105. So x is equal to 15. And then it says, what's the measures of the angles that are congruent? Well, 7 times the x, which is 15, is 105. So 105 degrees would be that congruent angle. For number 25, quadrilateral WXYZ is a trapezoid with one pair of congruent base angles. Is WXYZ an isosceles trapezoid? Explain your reasoning. Yes, we can use the isosceles trapezoid base angles converse to prove that. Okay. For number 26, giving specific names, we've got a trapezoid because we have one pair of parallel sides. Number 27, we would say this is a rhombus because we're showing 4 congruent sides. And then 28, we can say this is a rectangle because we have 4 right angles and 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay. That'll be our conclusion for our quiz review. Hopefully this helped you and just kind of give you some confidence for your quiz tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll check you next time. Have a great day.